بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين ثم الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وآله الطاهرين. As I promised you, in this episode I'm going to talk about the second principle of Islam, which is adala and divine justice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is just because on the day of judgment He will judge us based on His justice. If He were not just, then we would not be able to talk about day of judgment, because day of judgment is the manifestation of justice. On that day there is the day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge us. So judgment should be based on justice. If there is no justice, then there is no judgment and no paradise, no heaven, no hell. Because the punishment and the rewards should be based on justice, should be given in accordance to divine justice. If there is no justice, then why should some people be sent to the hell or to the paradise, to the heaven? So this is the first important reason that we believe in divine justice. The question is that when we experience or see some of the evil things or bad kind of things that happens for us, we might assume that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not just, is unfair, because these kind of bad things happen for us. To answer this kind of question, we should understand that first of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most knowledgeable one, and He is Hakim, He is wise. So again, at the same time, He is the most knowledgeable one. He knows everything best and perfect about us. And He is Hakim, He is wise, He is the most wise. At the same time, He is very much merciful and compassionate and kind towards us. Now, the one who is the most knowledgeable, the one who is the most wise, the one who loves us, then He cannot do anything which is unfair, which is unjust, because He loves us and He wants us to be saved from the hellfire, from the evil things, from the bad things. So now, why do these things happen? We consider them as bad things, as evil things, because we might not have a perfect understanding and perception about the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because sometimes even some evil things, something that apparently we assume bad things or evil things, but in reality they are not bad things. So that is why it could be a kind of things that happens for us to perfect us, or it's a kind of test, it's a kind of examination that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests us. So that is why the evil things, the bad things that sometimes may happen, first of all, we should understand that in its reality, in its nature, those things are not bad. Because in relation to some people, some group of people, some group of, for example, animals or creatures, it might be bad. But in relation with the other things, it might not be bad. So in its nature, it's not bad. When it comes to the relationship between that occurrence or the event that happens and us or other kind of people or animals or creatures, we might consider that as a bad thing, as an evil thing. But in reality, it's not bad. In its nature, it's not bad. Okay? So that's why we do not have evil thing in the world, evil thing in the universe. Rather, whatever we have in the universe are all good, not bad. Because naturally, whatever happens in this universe are good. And that is why when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's justice, we should understand that first of all, He is the absolute good. And He is the most wise. And He is the most knowledgeable. And He is the most kind and compassionate and merciful. And He is perfect. So that is why He wants us to be saved from hellfire. If there are some kind of hardships or difficulties or challenges, they are again good things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests us by them, and through those kind of hardships we perfect, because without experiencing those kind of hardships and challenges we will not be improved. So this is again, it is a rahmah, it is a mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us. So that is why whatever happens in this world, they are not absolutely evil. Rather, sometimes in relation to some specific kind of creature, something might be considered as evil, but its nature, in its nature, it's not evil, because Allah is just, Allah is merciful. He does not need to do any evil things in regards with His creatures, because He is the absolute good, or which is termed in Islamic terminology as khayrun mahad. So respected brothers and sisters, that's the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's justice works in this universe and in this world and hereafter. Inshallah, in the next episode we are going to talk about the third principle of Islam, which is prophethood and nabuwah. So stay with Imam Hussain online seminary. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.